So are we as Christians called to be passive in conflict? Well, based on biblical principles, believers are not called to be passive in conflict, but rather to be active peacemakers who handle conflict with truth, love, and grace. While the Bible advises against being quick to quarrel and encourages enduring suffering, it strongly condemns a passive spirit that avoids necessary confrontation, as this often allows sin and injustice to grow. Here's a breakdown of the Bible's teaching on conflict and being passive. The call to active engagement, not passive withdrawal. Speak in truth, in love. Ephesians 4 verse 15 calls us to speak the truth, and Ephesians 4 verses 25 tells us to put off falsehood. This requires direct, honest communication rather than hidden, passive, aggressive behavior. Direct conflict resolution. Jesus provides a clear active protocol in Matthew 18 verses 15, commanding us to go directly to the person who has offended us. Resist the devil. The Bible calls believers to actively resist the devil with steadfast faith, 1 Peter 5 verses 9, and stand against evil. Do not let sin fester. While Ephesians 4 verses 26 says, do not let the sun go down on your anger, it implies that we should address issues promptly, not passively bury them, which leads to bitterness. The distinction between peacekeeping and peacemaking. Peacemakers active. Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers, Matthew 5:19. A peacemaker actively intervenes to resolve conflict, which often requires uncomfortable confrontation. Peacekeepers, passive. Often being passive is confused with being peaceful. However, simply avoiding conflict to maintain comfort is peacekeeping, an act of fear that allows issues to escalate. So, not permissiveness. The teaching to turn the other cheek, Matthew 3 verse 39, is not a command to be a doormat or to accept abuse. It is a command not to retaliate with vengeance or to turn an insult into a revenge-driven fight. Actional grace. The goal is to overcome evil with good, Romans 12 verses 21, which is a powerful active response rather than a passive one. So what passive behavior means? Sin in action. James 4 verses 17 says, whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him, it is a sin. In passive, when you have the power to intervene for justice, is considered a failure in duty. So, do not be passive. Do not be aggressive. Be lovingly assertive. Speak in truth and love with gentleness and respect.